It's another video from Ozzy's Robot. Brought to you by the Banana Collection.
It's another crazy rare tour video from you-know-who. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Hey everyone, welcome back. Come on in. I'm doing 4 videos today. 4 post-European videos. And this is another toy that was unveiled in my live stream. My October, I don't know, what was it? 5th? Something like that. Anyway, get comfortable, my friends. Grab that coffee. Are you clanking it, stirring it, sweetening it, or maybe it's tea with a dollop of honey? Or maybe you're just having a hot dog because it's lunch. Hot dog and a Mexican Coke with real sugar. Now, that would be better than the high fructose corn syrup that the rest of us lousy Americans get. You know, when I was in Europe, by the way, I have a Twix bar and a Snickers, and I guarantee you I have to decipher the Portuguese Snickers ingredients, and I'm going to decipher the Spanish because I got the Twix in Spain, in Barcelona, and I guarantee you it's not going to have any of that crap ingredients that they sell us. How long that will last in Europe, who knows? But until then, let me tell you something. I will blast that crappy Mars company because you know that they're cheapening out food here as Americans get obese. But for some reason, Europe stood their ground against these evil food companies. So anyway, I bring you today like the only time I've ever made a video, I believe, on the beautiful hook robot. I've had him in the cabinet. I've been meaning to do videos on some of the locked up stuff, but you know what? This one came to me recently, and I didn't put it away. So I said, you know, let me do my first hook robot video. Why is he called the hook robot? Because of that hook on his head, which I explained in my live stream. And one day, if I get consistent scheduling of live streaming, I will let you know. And then you can say, okay, every such and such day of the week at such and such hour, I will catch the Ozman. The problem is that, I don't know what's a good time for everybody. And you know what? I mean, I'd like to get more traction. It's just slow going when it comes to that. But anyway, so this robot is colloquially known as the hook robot because, like I said, it has this hook. Now, before we get into it, let's look at the box here. Now, the box does depict this hook right here. And some people think, well, maybe it was like as a Christmas ornament. But let me tell you something. This would be one heavy Christmas ornament. I don't know if that's a likely theory. Also, the branch it would hang on would be so freaking thin. Now, could it have been for a line maybe? I don't know. The hook itself isn't even that strong. But anyway, it's got a beautiful, elegant box. This, by the way, is the Waco hook robot. And the design, I mean, let's face it, this is classic, that T head. The illustration kind of reminds you of the smoking robot, and it's the classic skirted design with that smoking robot looking head. Even though the robot itself doesn't have this T, it does have the grill mouth though, but it has the skirt design that's famous in the other robots like the Chief Robot Man and some of the early American plastic 50s robot like the Marx Electric Robot. And it's got a very cool, elegant, spacey background, and this oval here with a nice planet, and you know, that's pretty much the box. And this box had an incredibly high mortality rate. So original boxes for this toy are near impossible to find. And again, to find one in this condition is unheard of. This is probably the nicest version of this box I've ever seen in my life. It would be almost impossible to upgrade this. Look at the staples are unmolested. The holes are nice and tight. There's no rips, there's no tears, the graphics are clean, and mainly the white is still pretty bright, where usually the patina darkens them a lot. This one does not have any of that. Not only that, it has the original insert in it, which, how many of you have seen an insert for a hook robot? And look at this bottom, square as a brick. Look how thin this was. I mean, unbelievable that this survived, you know, close to 70 years in this condition. You almost wonder, like, how in the world did it survive in such immaculate shape? Anyway, that is your beautiful original box. So this box is definitely an upgrade. I have Both hook robot, well, there's three. I'll get into that in a sec. Here's the robot. Like I said, beautifully proportioned, very elegant. That's the only way I could describe this as an elegant, high-end robot. I mean, in the box like this, probably 15,000-ish, something to that effect. Usually you find them in not clean like this. This doesn't even have scratches on the side from the arms dangling. You know, it does have scratches from the manufacturing process, which is common. Very, very minor. You know, you call it crazing over the years. Here's your made in Japan. The beautiful lithography of the gears and the machinery. And you got some valves here. And looks like a piston over there and a switch. Very, very cool, kind of reminiscent of the Gang of Five, the Lavender robot. Now, anyway, I was saying, and then he's got the same lithography action going on here. Besides the rarity of this robot and the beautiful proportions, there's three versions of this. There's a dark blue, a lighter blue, and both of those have silver mouths. And then there's this light blue, which has a red mouth. And if you watch my live stream, I explain I had come across the red mouth, and I'm like, do I really want the third variation? Because to me, it was only like the red mouth. And I was said, it kind of looks like he's got lipstick on. But, you know, I said, yeah, I'll probably get it. But then the auction just went by me on eBay, and I forgot all about it. And then a fellow friend collector picked it up, and I was like happy for him. And when he did a side-by-side of the light blue one that has the regular silver mouth, I noticed that the shade of blue was different. And I was like, oh man, now I want it. So then it wasn't shortly thereafter that out of the blue, thank God, some collector / dealer happened to have this. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll definitely take it. And the one on eBay did not have the box. So I'm very fortunate to have the box with this. So anyway, it's a friction toy. And what happens is, if I could show you here, see his head moves with the friction. It's easier to do it this way than to... I don't get a lot of traction here, so I will do it with my hands though. So if you want to kind of see the... Basically moves with friction, and then his head turns side to side, which is a very cool action. So for advanced collectors, this is one of the must-haves. And you know what? It's always nice to have something small that fits in your case too. Because, you know, trust me, it becomes a problem when you have everything that's oversized and big. So that's pretty much a look at your hook robot. Version 3, I guess I would call it. So remember, there's light blue, silver mouth, this other shade of light blue with red mouth, and a dark blue. So if you like it, do me a favor. And by the way, the boxes are the same on all of them. And I'll confirm that when I put it in the case after this video. So if you like robots and tin toys and all this kind of cool stuff, do me a favor, thumb up the video. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. So with that, thanks as always for your time. I appreciate it, my friends. And I will talk to you later.